This morning I'm about to leave to go to Paul Wheaton's place to teach a segment of a permaculture design course on rotational grazing, and I thought what better way to start my day than to rotate the sheep. Normally I would rotate them to a new paddock in the afternoon, not the early morning, but because I'm going to be gone all day, I figure I better move them now. And this is going to be my last epic paddock of really tall grass. That grass that you see out there with the seed heads, that's ryegrass. And some of that ryegrass, the seed heads are up to about my neck. There's also a decent amount of vetch in here that's now flowered. One, two, three. Alright, little buddy, you ready to go to Paul Wheaton's?
Yes.
Ready to go to Missoula, Montana?
Yes.
Alright. Welcome to Montana, little buddy.
I've been here before.
Well, you've not been to Wheaton Labs before.
Yeah, but I've been to this state.
That's right. Little buddy is afflicted with some pink eye right now. We're giving him some drops for that, so hopefully it'll clear up in the next day or two, right, buddy?
Right.
Little buddy, check out this hugelkultur mound.
That's it.
That's a hugelkultur mound.
Hugelkultur mound?
That's right. So there's a bunch of big pieces of wood buried under that dirt.
I hear you're infested with disease.
Yeah.
Come on in.
What is that, little buddy?
It's a rocket mass heater.
It's a rocket mass heater, that's right. A pebble style rocket mass heater. Yep. Under those rocks there, under in here, there's all pebbles in there.
I teach a little bit every day.
Okay.
Yeah. I provide an alternative view. Kind of like that. How's that?
Good.
Is that good? Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this chat.
Yeah. You're kind of the size of a bear.
Depending on the bear, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a giant.
I am a giant. It's kind of weird being a giant.
Yeah.
Seems like it'd be cool till you go to sit on an airplane somewhere.
Yeah.
Then it's like not giant friendly.
I'm your number one fan.
You're my number one fan?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but you've got that pink eye thing going on. Worries me. I've never had pink eye. Is it uncomfortable? Does it make your eyes itch?
No, it
No.
doesn't itch me.
Okay. Just makes you look like you're feeling itchy. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not. Yeah, but it's not itchy.
I just finished teaching a rotational grazing class for Alan Booker's permaculture design course going on right here. And wow, what a great experience. Thanks for letting me have to do that.
Thanks for coming and teaching.
It's fantastic. But we have other purposes for being here today. We're doing video to finish the DVD project we're working on for our rocket oven DVD.
Well, now, first, it's fair to say that it's a good 90 to 94% done before we even started the Kickstarter. So we're adding some of that last little bits of frosting.
Right, just to finish off the project. And you mentioned the Kickstarter, which has been going awesome. We got funded in what, 18 hours?
Yeah, that is so great.
And where are we now?
I think we're at 23,000, something like that.
Right, so because we hit our goal for getting funded and we've exceeded it now, we're doing what's called stretch goals. You want to
Oh,
talk
right.
about that real quick?
Right. All I have to do is remember them off the top of my head. But we actually have already hit 2 stretch goals. We had a stretch goal set up at 15,000 because we asked for 8,700. So when we're almost double funded, then we had a stretch goal, and that was to have an extended review of the 2014 build. And we hit that stretch goal already, and we're like, I think right now is day 7 of the Kickstarter, and then so we got past the first stretch goal. So the second stretch goal was kind of a cool thing, and that is that if we take the rocket engine, the J tube, out of the rocket, which is designed to kind of pop out, and then if we could have a grate that kind of goes onto the top of it, then we could put a frying pan on that, and so it becomes basically your standard, super awesome, better than any other rocket stove for backyard use. Probably not for camping, not for hiking, not for backpacking, but so then you can put a frying pan on it, and a pot, a wok, all kinds of things. And so it's like, but you just need that grate. And it turns out we did that once. We made one. And we got it all on video. And the video was actually quite good, but it didn't quite fit a rocket oven DVD. So for the second stretch goal, we said, how about if we show all the video on how to make that grate? And then we blew past that stretch goal. So now everybody that supports the Kickstarter for $1 gets both of those micro documentaries for the stretch goals. So the grate and the extended review of the 2014 rocket oven build. And I think we've got like 4 or 5 micro docs at the $1 level already. So you end up with this probably a couple of hours of micro documentaries. And we've got a list of other things at the $1 level. I don't have them memorized. Do you?
No, I don't. But our next stretch goal adds another 50-ish minutes to that with an entire video on introduction to welding.
Yeah.
And there's, again, 48 to 50 minutes-ish of content there, just in that.
And when we put that up as a stretch goal, somebody said, oh, nobody would want that. Everybody knows how to weld.
Right.
And it's like a bunch of people all said, I want that. So, I mean, sure, there's some stuff out there that kind of shows you a little bit about how to weld, but this particular instructor is really great. And I think that his teaching is really amazing on how to weld. So we'll have that micro doc, a how to weld micro documentary, and that's if we hit $25,000, which I kind of wonder if we go back up to the house and look.
It might be there.
It might already be there. Then the next one. What's the next one? Do you remember? You're doing good. You should say the next
Easy
one.
Bake Coffin.
That's
Easy
right.
Bake Coffin. Showing that entire build. And right now we are actually using it. There's a pot of chili in it right now. So we're filming the food coming out of it and showing how it's used to finish that micro doc. We have over 2.5 hours of video content on that build alone. The doc for that is not going to go that long. We'll trim it down.
We'll make it tight.
But there's a lot of stuff there for that.
What it is it's an extension of the hay box cooker. So we have a hay box cooker that works great. You can get some kind of food boiling on the stove, and then you'll move it inside the hay box cooker, which is just a super insulated box. And then you come back 12 hours later, and it's still like 180 degrees. And it's kind of like somebody started talking about, well, first of all, can we come up with something that's basically competing with like a crock pot, but uses far less energy than a crock pot? And it turns out, yes, we can. In fact, we have verified and measured that the Easy Bake Coffin will hold 3, maybe even 5 crock pots at once, and uses far less energy, like half the energy of a crock pot. Oh, and the appropriate technology course is about to begin. Everybody builds a rocket mass heater shippable core and takes it home. And if they flew here, they can ship it home because, it's a shippable core.
Right.
Okay, back to the Kickstarter. We have announced one other stretch goal. And this one I kind of think might end up being the one that everybody wants, and that is to make another micro documentary, probably be about an hour, I would guess. And this one's about the build of the solar food dehydrator, the massive, huge. We got to come up with a name for this thing. It's enormous. It uses the backdraft system, and we have had tons of questions about it. Davenhoit was here. He's an architect, and he drew up designs for how to build it and posted these designs, and he's selling these designs on the permies.com digital market. It's been the hottest seller for the last 4 months. I gotta say, thanks for making that video. That turned out really fun.
The Kickstarter video?
Yeah. We did a whole...
Buddy made that.
Yeah, that's right. Little Buddy was starring in it. What'd you think of the video? You saw the video?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I thought it had a lot of fun snap and giggle to it.
Right.
It was pretty cool.
That
Little
one.
Star Wars thing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Star Trek Star Wars.
That's right. Is it Star Trek or is it Star Wars?
So that wraps up our update on the Kickstarter there. Paul is now going to go take me to look at some hugel mounds and horticultural stuff, and we'll have a look at some growies.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our supper here.
Oh, and we're going to eat?
Very soon.
Yeah, it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
We're back from Missoula, and I figured I'd show you guys what the sheep were able to do in just a little over 12 hours of grazing. And this is the paddock that they were in this morning with the really tall grass. There's still a good amount of forage left, but they sure did a good job on it. I left that opening there for them so they could go back to this paddock, and they'd have access to the trees in case they needed some shelter, because I haven't moved their shelter over here yet. So they got to come back here and enjoy the shelter of the trees, but tomorrow they'll be moved again and this area will be closed off.